Came from Jeff that I was a wrestler in high school. Secret, I was not a wrestler in high school. And I'm also not a poet, but I love that two people this week have been like, oh yeah, you're a poet. And I was like, I'm a short story author. And they're like, oh, it sounds like a poem. I was like, cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So I'm gonna try to do this whole thing. My idea of bungee jumping, whenever like this theme comes up, I'm always like, well, okay, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna have no idea what I'm gonna read, I'm gonna write some new shit. So if I don't finish new shit. If I don't finish new shit by the time I get through that door, I finish it while I'm sitting here and then I read it to you. So, right now I'm calling this one 47. It's not as sterile as you would think inside. There's posters of people holding each other in windbreakers, smiling with perfect teeth framed in plastic on the walls. The paint is dull off-white at best and real white covered in the kind of dirt you can't scrub off at worst. There's no way not to feel judged at the big round desk when they change your name to a number. It's for anonymity, but the questionnaire they have you fill out before you can get tested may as well be stripping you naked in the waiting room. The lobby is full, but the silence is thicker than the way you remember running your hands through his hair. How you can still feel the way he would fit his wide hand across the small of your back when you fell asleep together. There may be tears forming somewhere when you piece together the memories that help you recall how dark his eyes were, the kind of swelling pain that starts like lemon wedges in your jawbone, but you're not the only one crying in this room. It's not that it helps, but when you finally lift your head to look around at number 45, 46, 48, 49, 50, you see different shades of skin and footwear. You see strangers wearing khakis with plaid. You see backwards hats, septum piercings, purple box braids. You see people who outside of this room are trying their best to just keep on living, clenching bold font numbers on thin plastic in their fists, like they're waiting for a hummus appetizer at a hipster cafe. It reminds you, this can happen to anyone. It reminds you, regardless of the test results, this hummus is going to fucking suck. A stout man holding a clipboard emerges from a door you didn't know existed to call number 45 to go back with him. Khakis and plaid, rises slowly to follow the clipboard behind what could easily double as a secret passage in a haunted house. Trying to picture the room beyond, you're only 2 spots away from it. It's like trying to draw the surface of Neptune. It could be anything back there. And now you're sweating on the plastic number, like the line is morphed into a roller coaster cue you're not quite emotionally prepared for. Everyone told you it was time to come here, but maybe it's better not to know for sure. Numbers 46 through 50, our phone batteries are all respectively draining as we do anything we can do to avoid eye contact, or God forbid, conversation. A new person walks through the front door to join the heft of our discomfort. We pretend we're not watching them as they go through the same front desk process, fill out the same paperwork. With our collective peripheral vision, we see the big round desk hand over the bold square number, and 51, now anointed, joins our potential damned. They look a little like Shakira after a sad sandwich. And if I could still listen to music, I would probably appreciate that. I know it's a Tuesday afternoon because I had to leave work to come here. I had to pretend I had an actual doctor's appointment, fake a physical ailment that would give me the right to take a few hours away from my office chair. The sun is still out, in that post-lunchtime sort of way, pushing through the curtains on the side of the windbreakers, but I don't pretend to know how much time has gone by when they call 46, standing up with their backwards hat and moist eyes before disappearing into Neptune. The trapdoor shuts, and I scoot up to the front of the 2 empty seats. 48 through 51 follow without verbal exchange, and I feel like a leader for the first time in months. I feel a rush of what it used to be like to wake up giving a shit, or taking pride in something. But the sunshine is fading outside, reminding me there's only a 50-50 chance I'll ever be cured. I have half a shot at getting over this. I'm at the top of an incline now, the roller coaster tracks, click, click, and now stopped, looking over the edge from the front row with zero visibility. I'm barely breathing. It's shallow and shaky, and I'm wondering, why haven't I seen 45 come out? Will 46 come out the way he went in? Where do they send you after the big reveal? I'm picturing another trapdoor somewhere in the floor, something that they reset every time a new miserable number comes walking in. I'm seeing the way it would open right after they test your blood and tell you how contagious you are, that they can't possibly send you back out into society, not with the normal, uninfected people with the good blood and smiles and windbreakers. They just drop you down. It's then the mystery door creaks open and the clipboard says, 47. It's my new first and last name. He says it with a question mark, like I may not be here anymore, like I could have left. Maybe I should have. But I realized what's happening. When I realize what's happening, I'm already on Neptune's surface, away from the comfort of my numerical family of mutes. The planet is surprisingly breathable. Just 2 chairs and a cluttered desk, no more than 6 square feet on either side. The gravity is questionable though, and already the clipboard is saying, this is just gonna be a quick prick. And I tell him, that sounds familiar.
Oh!
He doesn't laugh. Then pushes the small needle on the tip of my finger. The little blood dot forms a biodome on my skin, and he's giving me the same speech he's given 46 times already today. Good thing this only takes 15 minutes for the results now. It used to take weeks. He fills the time by reading the answers from the questionnaire that I filled out back to me, like I don't already know what I bubbled in with a pencil earlier. On the desk, the paper strip he dipped my blood into is turning into 2 dark red lines, and I can see he's watching it from the corner of his eye. To the question, I feel angry when I see happy people, you answered 5. Strongly agree, he says. And I don't mean to be crossing my arms, closing myself off, but I am. To the question, I no longer feel enjoyment from music or television, I cut him off. 5. They're all 5s, man. Just give me the pill. The strip is finally finished cooking, and with no hesitation, he spins around to grab a red folder on the desk behind him. He writes my new name, 47, right on it with permanent ink. The other folder choices are blue or purple, but he chose red, the color on the strip. He's still talking, but I'm seeing fire, blood, war, danger, power, passion, desire, and the kind of love that rips your heart right out of you. The sort of sudden, unexpected pain you can't just chase with a pint of ice cream and a Sia album about moving on. And he's asking me if I'm listening while I focus on the red folder, telling me to forget about it. Like I'm not supposed to be sitting here associating my fate with the most emotionally intense color on the fucking spectrum. If I don't have HB2, then the person picking out those folders needs to be fucking fired. He says, I can't give you the pill. It's not gonna help you at this stage. And I say, then give me whatever is going to make it easier to hear his name and see him in pictures. Something that doesn't make me forget him, but just speeds up the part where it's raw and still stings. Give me whatever is going to get me through the workday and let me enjoy seeing my friends again. Me, pleading for this miracle pill, this wonder of evolved medicine to give people relief and solace, the equivalent of the morning after pill for heartbreak, the just in case it gets worse pill. I'm imagining 45 and 46 walking out the secret door I haven't been shown yet with their purple folders, chasing their single pill with stickers and a hug from this bear sitting across from me. We don't want you spreading this to others, but the HB1 pill is a band-aid when you're staring down open heart surgery. You have to commit to your own healing. And I'm seeing that red again, that rage side of red, what passion turns to when it's tossed to the side. And I'm looking around for the door, the escape route, the portal to my own personal hell, while he's handing me pamphlets about not bringing down your friends and family with your disease, about not letting other people catch your sadness. The best way is to put on a happy face so everyone feels more comfortable until you get better. He says, a lie isn't a lie if you start to believe it, so just be better. I don't see the outdoor, but he's picking up something glossy and large, a whole magazine, the windbreakers and the good teeth right there in front of me, and the big heading that says in huge letters, it just takes time. Clipboard says, I know you don't believe me, but how long this takes is really up to you, then pats my hand with his furry paw. I'm done. I stand right up and go back out the way I came. I tell 48, 49, 50, and 51 my Shakira look like, go home. These are the first words I said to them all day, and I slam the funhouse door behind me. I tear the windbreakers and their smiles right off the wall. And more than anything, more than the pain that keeps me up at night, the numbness that has stolen my smile, or the hole that not even modern science can fill in my heart, I can't believe I missed work for this bullshit. That hummus was fucking terrible.